All right, so we're gonna start taking this interior out. This whole piece, back out here, it's as far as I can go. So this whole piece is one piece from the very back right there, right beyond the seat belt, all the way forward. First thing you wanna do is use the interior tools and take these off. And you can kind of use your fingers because it's just Velcro, but see how it separates like that? You don't want it to do that, so just put your finger on the Velcro, pinch it together. And it's kind of hard. I gotta use two hands. But the one thing you don't want to do is bend this stuff, because this is made out of real thin aluminum. Well, sometimes, and when you bend it, you get these creases right there, and they'll stay in there for like ever. It's really hard to get out. So you want to be kind of gentle, even though it's kind of hard, because this is really good Velcro. But just work your way down using your finger or one of those interior tools, and just pull off the Velcro. That's going to happen for all this blue stuff, and the longer ones are going to be harder because, you know, they'll bend a lot easier. So that'll be this part, that part, and then skip the cup holders, and then all the way down. Same thing on here, on these two inserts. You got one there, one here. Same thing, it's just Velcro, but as you can tell, it's coming apart again. So just use your finger or that tool. Just kind of slide your finger all the way down, take that off. These are real prone to bending because they're already at a curve, and that leather will warp like that. You don't want it to do that. When you take these off, make sure you label these and take good pictures, of course. Behind all of these are screws there, here, and actually, nope, there's not one here, but there's screws here, and you can see along the top here. When you take these out, take them out, and then when you get this whole thing out, put them back in, and you can actually take them out and then just barely push them back in, and then it'll all come out. And then put tape on the back side of these so we know where each screw goes. So don't put them in a small parts box, put them right back into the interior when you get that whole thing down. Now you're going to take this off, that off, these blue portions, and then that rear seat belt, which is, I believe, a 7/16 or 1/2 bolt, and it just comes off. And then once this interior piece comes off, we'll put the seat belt right back there. Already went over the table with you. The 4 screws comes off. These armrests, pretty easy to just Velcro. You may need an interior tool to just kind of pry up on these a little bit, but those will come out. There'll be 2 bolts holding those on. Again, these have jacks, so you're gonna have to take these out as well. Take the hardware out, pull the armrest off, and then put the hardware back onto the jacks, because they are going in the exact same spot. That's going to be for this one and this armrest. Again, Velcro just comes right off. You'll have 2 screws, and then this whole piece will come off. Cup holders. Some of these are different than others. These should just come right out, exposing the hardware. Just kind of got to work at them. Yep, and there's the hardware right behind there. There's a screw there. You can see that. Just take all these out, find all the hardware, screws will come out, and then this whole thing will come out. Again, put the screws right back in, put tape on the backside so they don't fall out, so we know exactly where they go. Same thing with this armrest. Velcro off, this armrest pad, and then the 2 bolts. Once you get all of these sections off, the blue, the cup holders, the armrests, and then this whole section, actually don't even take this section off, because I want to see what's behind all these pads, because usually there's hardware or a little plastic push keeps that keep all this stuff intact. So we'll look at that when you're done.